والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك.
During bygone eras, the elderly, frail, and others with special needs were taken care of mainly by loving families in their home environments, where they would be surrounded by their children, grandchildren, and often their great-grandchildren. In rare cases, the destitute would be cared for in specialized nursing homes, hospitals, and care centers. Today, the plight of the elderly and frail is becoming more and more serious and rampant. Many of these vulnerable folk are being subjected to abandonment, all forms of mental, physical, emotional, and financial abuse, and sheer neglect. Some are homeless and experience abject poverty. Families and relatives too are often unable to care. At times, there is lack of funding and inadequate health care. Clearly, government social grants for seniors are also not sufficient for their maintenance. Often they are placed in homes that do not conform to official norms and standards because of the stark absence of adequate public facilities to address their special needs.
The problems with the aged in the community, with the frail and the disabled, has had a steady increase, I think, over the 22 years that the careline has been in operation. There have been many individuals as well as organizations as well as partnerships in trying to actually come up with a project that is going to service the needs of the elderly and the aged and the ill and disabled. Most homes today are double income homes, with the result that both husband and wives need to go out and work, and for that reason, and mainly that reason, they have an old person at home who needs care, who can't have direct care from either a son or a daughter or their spouses. I have had the opportunity to read the concept note for this the Darushifa project, and I firmly believe that it is a project that the community need to support and endorse, because it's one that is very much needed in our community, and if we run it well enough, as I said before, I think it can be a project that would epitomize dawah for us and for the wider South African community.
At times they are placed in care facilities not by choice, but because the family is unable to cope or have to contend with unqualified caregivers. The end result is that the elderly, frail, orphans, and other marginalized groups such as persons with disabilities, abused women and children are not adequately cared for, either in the comfort of their homes by qualified caregivers or in well-equipped and designed state-of-the-art daycare centers, frail care centers, or assisted living centers, which they can call home.
The concept is taking care of orphans, giving them the dignity and the pride of having a good education, and hopefully creating their own family structure for the future, because that comes from the Quran. We have to embrace them, look after them, and rebuild them and re-establish their family structure, one. And then for the aged, of course, you know there are a lot of social pressures that community members face, where hopefully we can provide that platform. So the family village structure is some kind of a home for the elderly and the youth, and that will become a new concept that we are planning.
It will be very important to have home-based care, because as people get older, many of them are not able to care for themselves. And I mean, it varies from something like cutting people's toenails to, care which is much more intense. Like if a person is not able to walk or if a person is handicapped. So you're looking at a range of care. You're not looking at just one particular type of service. So I think that the staff that you hire would also require training and sensitization to ensure that they are giving the best possible service to the people coming to the home.
So we invite everybody in our community, no matter what your age, businessmen, community leaders, professionals, youth, 5-year-olds, there are millions of them, inshallah. We invite them to join us on this journey to make a difference, and to make a difference in South Africa. And hopefully, whatever seeds we plant will be multi-generational, and we'll see the roots of this work that we are doing coming to eliminate a portion of the poverty that's in South Africa. And we hope many people join us in this partnership, inshallah.
The Darushifa project is a project of Awqaf South Africa. While we recognize and acknowledge that it is the family's primary Islamic and human responsibility to take care of their elders and frail, it is also the community's duty to take care of those in need, the destitute, abandoned and abused. As part of its healthcare and social responsibility projects, Awqaf South Africa has initiated, together with local community partners and the Islamic Medical Association, the Darushifa concept, the abode of care, love and healing. Darushifa will provide affordable services in professionally run, state-of-the-art facilities. These services will include home-based care, day care, frail care, respite and shelter, assisted living, caregiver training, all within the family village concept. The aim is to provide help, comfort and nursing with love and compassion to enhance the quality of life and well-being of residents, guests and patients of all creeds and color, so that they can enjoy a life of dignity, spend their time in worthwhile activities with friends and family in a place where they can call home, their community, their family. We ask you as the community to donate towards the building of Darushifa centers for the elderly and frail, and to help establish the Waqf Endowment Fund for sustaining these centers. Help with this noble Sadaqah Jariyah project, your eternal fountain of reward.
وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا إما يبلغن عندك الكبر أحدهما أو كلاهما فلا تقل لهما أف ولا تنهرهما وقل لهما قولا كريما.